Hey guys, it's Thursday, so it's time for Table Talk Thursday with Coach Angela. And today's a really busy day for me, so I don't have time to cook. So today is all about smoothies. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's get right to it. First things first. A lot of times people ask me, what is the difference between smoothies and juices? So to make it simple, a smoothie is something you make in a blender. So you can have a high-powered blender that will finely chop up vegetables and fruits and make them so that you're able to drink them. That is a smoothie. A juice has been separated. The liquid is separated from solid ingredients which get kicked out of the other side. So in a juicer you have two containers. You have one that collects the juice and you have one that collects what's left behind after the juice is squeezed out. So today we're making smoothies because again, time is a factor, and I love my smoothies and I frequently alternate between juices and smoothies, so let's do it. So a smoothie is not something you just simply throw a bunch of things into the blender and say, I'm done, I got a smoothie. You could do that, but it's better to be strategic about it. So I build my smoothies, right? So the first thing I start with is my base layer. So because I like to make green smoothies, it should be green ingredients. People like to take a bunch of pineapple and mango and a lot of really nice tasting fruits and throw in a handful of spinach and say they made a green smoothie because it turned green. Well, in fact, a green smoothie should consist mostly of green ingredients, and I like to tell people to keep it at 80 to 20 ratio. 80% vegetable, 20% fruit or sweet vegetables. Okay, so my base ingredients today are celery and romaine and cucumber. And the reason they're base ingredients, like I said, one, because they are green, and two, they give the most bulk to the smoothie, so you get more bang for your buck. They have more liquid in them than other things like, for example, kale. So these are the base ingredients. Also, because they're milder tasting, they make the smoothie more palatable. Romaine and cucumber actually have a little sweetness to them once you stop eating sugar so much you can taste that. And celery also has a different flavor that's mild compared to something more bitter like a dandelion green or, like I say, kale or even collards. So that's the first layer. The next thing I'm going to add in is my powerhouse green, right? So today what I'm using is kale. So you could use kale, you could use chard, you could use dandelion greens. These are the more bitter type of vegetables, and they tend to be a little higher up on the health factor scale. So they have a lot more beneficial ingredients to them, so you do want to add some in, but they don't taste as good, so you don't have to add so much. So in this instance where I'll use a half a head of romaine, I'm just going to use, say, 3 large kale leaves, and that's enough. Then I've got my flavoring agents. I'm going to use a half of a green apple, and I'm also going to use some strawberries. Just 4 to 5, that's all I need. I've got alkalizer, that's my lemon here, detoxifiers and herbs. I've got some basil, I have mint, and I also have ginger. Ginger is great as a warming agent, and it's really good for inflammation and to help your digestion. So my smoothies are thought out. I hope you've noticed that. There's a rhyme and a reason for why I make them this way. So hopefully in the future when you start to make your own smoothies, you'll start to, think about it as you're building layer upon layer upon layer. Okay? So let's get to it. So we're going to start off with a cup to a cup and a half of a liquid base. I've used filtered water here, but you could also use coconut water or any unsweetened type of nut milk like almond milk or even hemp milk. And what we're going to do is put the chunkiest fruits and vegetables in first so we can blend them down and make a nice base to add the leafy greens to. Now we'll add in the leafy greens in batches. Take time, you don't have to pack them in, just put them in loosely. Go ahead and blend down the batch, and then when this one is finished, we'll just repeat and do the same thing with the next batch. And we'll keep doing this until all the leafy greens are incorporated. Now that everything's blended in, we have this beautiful, green, vibrant, healthy smoothie that's full of life and energy and vitamins, and we're going to just pour that into some bottles and chill it out in the refrigerator till we're ready to drink. Alright guys, enjoy, and as always, thrive.